U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down, Cook. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. First down, here's the run with Cook. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction. And leads to second down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Irv Smith Jr., 29 yards. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Really got the extra point. And Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Watch it.
To throw, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
180! Run. 154. I don't think you got it, sir.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield forced out to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Alert!
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Good route here. Gun. Motion. 56.
Now Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. And Diggs has it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Yellow. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, wahoo! 56. Mike's 56. Right.
Here's Cousins. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. They go with Chubb on second down, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Jump, 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 jump. Check 9, check 9. Check 20, point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, defense. Check 6 guys.
Throwing, Cousins. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tried to pop it outside, no luck. Are you okay with that call on first down from there?
I am if they believe in running the football, and that's who they are, and that's their identity. What you worry about in this situation, running it here, now with the loss of yardage, because the defense has forced you back a little bit, it changes your play call, and I think you're committed to the pass from here on out.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Third and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. On 2nd and 1, Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Following the interception, Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Mayfield now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. A toss play to Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They run it again with Chubb. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Here we go, D.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returnable for Sherrills. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know what they have. They discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
No. Wait, you're on the hop.
Now they try the right side here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lowered in the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd and 7, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Watch the run. Mike 56. Mike 56. Crunch time, defense. Black.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL.
Brings up third down.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 25-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Yeah, this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They run with Hunt. A gain of 3, second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Mayfield to throw it. He finds Beckham, complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. A run for Nick Chubb. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Mayfield now, dancing to his left. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Seibert's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins now. Complete. Smith has it. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 22. Cousins now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He's back to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab, as they're now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that is going to put him on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Hey, alert 33. Shit.
Now Mayfield. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Alert!
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Back to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. 2 for 2 tonight. This will be for the win. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there. And he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field.